Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Scott MacQuoid. This is part 2 of our Oxygen Builder tutorials, where we will start with our first project together, defining global styles, build the header and footer for our project, and get ready for working on the website pages. Before we begin, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any question or tutorial request, and I will make sure I get to it in the next video. Don't forget to check out part 1 of the video. You will find the link in the description. Now let's get started. As you can see here, I like to define the fonts and colors I will be using for the project. I've got the logo. I've got the font for the logo, as we're not going to be using any images, the headlines font, the body, also the colors. So I've got every color I'll be using on the website ready, and we'll start now by defining the global styles for the project. So let's start by creating a new template. We'll call this main header and footer. Let's publish that. Now, because we want to use this as the main header and footer for the whole website, let's go to Other here and check Catch All. What this will do is make this main header and footer available on all pages and posts on the website, and I will show you how to have our content inside of it. So let's update that and click on Edit with Oxygen. So the first thing we do, we go to Manage, Settings, and here you can set the page settings like the page width if you want your header to be an overlay. I usually change this to 1920, and we're currently not going to use an overlay header, so we're going to leave that empty. You can add here smooth scroll, you can add animation, but we don't need all of that right now. So we'll go back to global styles. So as I said before, I set up the global styles for my theme. So let's go here and click add color. And from the colors I showed you before that I had ready, I'll choose take the dark blue and right here, dark blue, add color. And the second one would be the light blue one. So light blue, add color. And then we'll go with the green color. Green, add the code. And then the background, let's choose background color. Alright, so now we are almost ready. Let's go to the fonts and choose the display font as we decided before. And the text font would be Railway. Okay, there we go. There are a lot of other things that you can configure here in the global styles, like headings. We can choose the headings font sizes, colors, weight, and height. So when you add an H1 or H2 tag, it automatically applies the style. And also for the body, we've got the font size, font weight, line height, and color. I'll leave that as it is for now. Then we go for the links. We can choose global styles for the links, colors, etc. And the buttons, the text link, the link wrapper. We can change the width and the breakpoints from here as well. So the page width here is 1120, tablet is 992, landscape is 768, and the portrait, which is mostly the mobile view, is 480. The landscape is when you rotate the mobile, so landscape is the sideways and the portrait is the normal way. If you change any breakpoints, you must regenerate the CSS cache before they will take effect in the front end of your website. So after we save, let's do that. Also, because we're going to be using a lot of sections and columns, we can set here the padding for each, add animation, add scripts. So let's save that. We're not going to do that at the moment. Let's go back to the admin area and let's make sure that we got a few things done first. So as I said before, we changed the global colors and we changed the CSS breakpoints. So let's regenerate that. All right. Let's see already. Yep. So before we start, I'd like to go to settings, permalinks, and change the permalinks into the post name. So let's go to pages, add new, and right here, home page. Publish that. Let's go back and change from the reading section, we'll go to your homepage displays a static page. Yes, I wanted to display the home page, or we can use the sample page for now, as it has some text. Okay, so we're ready. Another thing, if you want to add any code in the header, like Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, anything like that, I'll go to add plugins and search for insert headers, and footers. This is a great plugin that you can use to add any code you want in the header or in the footer section of your website. Some people use the code block in Octagon for that, but I prefer using insert headers and footers because sometimes I need to do, oh sure, there's an update for Octagon. Now, because we got the license entered in Octagon, we can easily now just click update and let it update. And we're ready. I don't advise doing that if you got the website up and running before you take a backup first of your website. So if there's any changes, any problem with the update, sometimes it happens, servers just break or don't pull all the files, so you wouldn't have a problem with the website. So let's go to Oxygen again, templates, and start with our main header and footer. So we go with Edit Oxygen. Now we've got the editor. Let's start with the header section. So we go to Helpers and we choose Header Builder. So let's start with adding a logo. Better yet, let's start with adding a background that we're going to be using for the header. So let's choose background color, and I'm going to choose the dark blue one. And go back. I'll choose through the typography that all text will be white. Let's do that as white. Let's go back. Now we add a link wrapper. You can actually search for whatever you need here. So let's write in link wrapper. There we go. And set that to be the home page. And you can actually choose from here the page you want. So let's choose home page, add, and let's go back and click add text. Now with the update of Oxygen, you can actually change the content here, which is great because sometimes by mistake you just at the old versions of Oxygen, while you're typing, you just delete all the content from the block, and just kind of tricky to type in again without deleting the element and then adding a new one. So let's write here Mair design set. And choose the font family of that as change the text color to white and the weight to 700. Change the size to that's too big. Let's make it 40 for now. Now let's go to size and spacing and add some padding to the header. But before we do that, let's go to Header Builder. Click on Header Builder first. And then click Size and Spacing. And let's add 25 pixels up and down. So I think that's now let's add 50 pixels. Yeah, that's a lot better. Now we've got the logo with a link to the home page on the left side. Now we want to add a menu on the right side. So currently we don't have a menu added, but still we'll go to, let's type in menu. Now we've got the menu here, but we want it here. Yes, great. So if you add the menu, always remember to choose from this side the menu you want, but we don't have any at the moment, so let's just use the demo one. Click on text and we choose the white color, and wait, let's make that 600 size. Let's have it at 22. Yep, that's good. I think that's good. Okay, and let's see about the drop down. Let's go back. Let's change the hover settings first. So the hover background, I don't like it to be this gray color, so let's choose our own gray color. Okay. Yeah, I like that more. So, and let's change the text color to the blue. So we're doing a reverse, which looks better, I think. We can also add a border here. Let's add 2 pixels and see. Yeah, nothing changed. Oh, sorry, this is the active one. Yep. So the hover will add a border top and bottom, and the active text, we want it to be same color, and let's just add a border of 3 pixels with the 7 transition. This is better. Yeah, this is better. So let's go back and see the responsiveness. Let's make it less than 992. I think that's fair. If we choose less than that, yeah, this is a lot. We'll get to the menu at the end. So let's just change this to sample page. So we've got some text added. So you see here, I changed the page to sample page, which has some text, but still it didn't show up here. So to fix that, we'll go to the search and add inner content. Now we've got it here. Great. Now let's start with the footer area. And let's go add a section. And let's make that a blue one as well, with the white text color. Okay, and let's add a shapeshifter. Sorry, a shape divider. Oh, shape. This is just crazy. You can actually add a custom shape right here if you got the SVG code for it, or you can use the current ones on Oxygen, which I think it's a great addition, makes it easier to a lot of people. But let's not use that at the moment. Let's delete the shape divider and finish what we want first to have in the footer before we add it. So as a start, I want to add a contact information, and we can add a contact form or a map, and also links to the privacy policy pages. So let's start and add. First, let's add the columns, and we choose 3. I think 3 is good. The first one will add a heading. Let's make that an H4. I think that's good. Type in contact info. Let's add a class here. Footer titles. Now the reason I've done that is because we're going to have different sections. I don't want to keep doing the same to each title, or the same styles, apply the same styles to all titles. Let's change that to the display, text color, font size, everything is good, I believe. Yep, everything's good. Now the best thing about this is if you change one of them, it all are going to be changed the same. So let's just add those 3. Move this one here. The third one left. Let's change this to location, and this one to messages. Great. So we've got the 3 sections ready down here. Before we get into them, let's add a div at the end. Change the width to 100%, and add text to it. Change that to center. Add some padding, which I think 25 is good. No, just add 25 to the top. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so let's type here all rights reserved, designed by me. Okay, so we got that ready. Now there are 2 ways to make this link clickable, but I normally go for this span. Sorry, to add a link here, and let's change this right there. Great, but I don't like how it looks, so let's click on it. Ah, let's create a span here and change the color to white and make it bold, and also make it underlined. That way it will look like a link. Yep, looks a lot better now. Okay, great. So, okay, now we want to add links to the privacy policy and terms and condition if you have one. So we can add that as text link. Let's write here privacy policy, and we're going to set it here to sample page for now, so we don't have the link at the moment ready. We change the text color to white, and let's give it a margin of 100 pixels. I think that looks fine. So let's go back to the columns here and add the contact information. Okay, so let's start by having a div here, make it horizontal, and let's add icons and text to it. So we'll start with the icon. Let's call that contact info icon and add it as a class. Color is white, which is good. Icon size, this is very big, so let's change that to 30, which I think is good. Change the color to white and add text. Let's write here let's say an address, so it's 102 Street, Manchester, UK, and we got the address here. Let's add some padding. Sorry, let's add a margin instead, and we make that 15 pixels. Yeah, that's good. Now, as you can see, it's really close to the contact info title, so we want to add some padding to that. Yeah, let me change that. Let me get back that to 0, and I'll tell you why now, because we're going to be adding a lot of that and we want to give it a class name. So let's type here contact info text, so we can do all the changes to all of them at the same time. Also, let's give the div a class as contact info div. Right, so this is great. Now let's add some margins here. 25 pixel, good. This is a lot. Let's make it 10 pixels. Yep, this is great. And we go to the text and then add the margin in the new class, so it will apply to all oh yeah. So this is another mistake that I've done here. When I cleared the, the margin in the text block, I added it as 0. So we want to actually remove that and go back to the class. So when you add any number in the margin width or whatever, and you want to remove that, don't type in 0, just clear it out. Because actually 0 is a number, so you need to remove it completely because it will be applied first before the class as you're adding it to the ID, which is a priority. So let's change the icon here and choose mark. Yep. So this is a good icon for a location. Let's add more. Sorry, my mistake here. Let's choose the whole div and duplicate it another one. So let's go here and choose the phone. Yeah, I think this one is good. And here, let's type in the phone number. I'll just add mine. So it is 0161 818 6061. And for this one, let's add the email address. So we'll type in envelope. You see here, when I choose this icon, it doesn't go well with the other icons above. This is just an outline where the others are solid. So let's go back and change this to the solid one, which now is more consistent. And here we can just type in Scott at scottmacquoid.co.uk. Right, great. Now I think this section looks good, but I want to increase the margin here. This is very close to the title, so let's just add more spacing and add 15 pixels here. Yeah, this is more like it. And just save first. Let's go back and add a form. So we want to add a contact form now. So the easiest way to do this is go to contact form 7 through plugins and add contact form from here. Activate. Let's add a new one. Let's call this contact us. Alright, so everything, I think it's good. Let's save it. And let's take the ID and go back. Sorry, let's go back to the templates. It will edit with oxygen. And we go to messages, and add a shortcode. So we got it here. We can do some changes to the form from here, but let's keep that to the next video because we actually need to style the contact form to go with our whole design. So we're going to do that next video. For now, let's just save what I've done so far and go back. So the reason I created the home page here is that we're going to start next video with the home page to completely design it from A to Z, and let's get ready. Thank you for watching. I know that I still talk in a weird way. I'm still stressed out with recording. I've never recorded a video before this tutorial, so thank you for tolerating me, and I'll see you next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my video. If you've got any questions, any tutorial that you want to have a video about, please let me know in the comment section, and in the next video I will let you know when it's going to be ready. Thank you for watching.